After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen, and that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Allen's throw is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Being chased out left. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He was
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Cook on the toss left. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
At the 42-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
To Devin Singletary. A gain of 7 yards.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's got daylight. Trotty. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Bills first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on first down, Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And some space here. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bailey now to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Flushed out right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working so well. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen going deep for Diggs. He's got him in. Complete. A big play here for the Bills. 51 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Operating from the gun. Allen. It's complete to Brown. Right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Cousins to throw it this time. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
35. Bills 15.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. To Jefferson on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 36 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Dan Bailey.
He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Allen to throw once more, and it is incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. As he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, Cousins. Getting open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cook on the 1st down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, is this ball game? The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The connection over the middle to Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run here with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. First down at about the 21-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Interception thrown by Cousins. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Vikings.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.